channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hey, what's up? My name's Danny, and I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel by July 6th, which is my birthday. So if you would like to help me out with that, it would be much appreciated. Make sure to subscribe. It would literally make my entire day. It's been a second since I've sat down and chatted with you guys, and I find that these videos perform really, really well on my channel, probably because I open up and talk about things that I don't normally get the chance to talk about in day-to-day vlogs. So I'm happy to do as many of these as possible, especially as things in my life continue to change like they are already starting to. It's kind of crazy. I always like keeping you guys in the loop as much as possible, so that's what we're doing today. So we're not gonna waste any time, especially because I do have a train to catch in like 20 minutes. I did not choose the best time to film this video, but it's okay. I wanted to get it done. I have a lot of exciting things happening this weekend, and I am vlogging the entire thing, so that video will probably be up after this one if I kind of schedule everything out correctly. We'll see if that ends up happening, but let's just jump into the questions. The first of which is, am I vaccinated? I never ended up posting it on my Instagram story like it seems everybody else is, and that wasn't purposeful. Maybe I didn't get a good enough picture while I was there getting my vaccine, who knows? But yes, I did get vaccinated. I was able to get an appointment to get the Moderna vaccine last Friday, so I am 1/2 vaccinated at this point, which is very exciting. As for side effects and how I felt afterwards, later on that day, considering I got my vaccine around 2 p.m. last Friday, when it came time for like dinner, probably around 7:30 or 8, I definitely started feeling a bit of body aches. It could have been because I was like slightly hungover and like dehydrated, but I don't know. I think it definitely had to do with the vaccine. And honestly, those side effects didn't really last all too long. When I woke up on Saturday, I felt totally fine enough, in fact, that I was able to go about my day, which was great. And I'm just feeling really grateful. The fact that I'm 1/2 vaccinated, it feels kind of surreal. And my second appointment is on May 7th. The next question that I got from you guys, and seem to get every single time I film a Q&A, which is very sweet, is how am I feeling? Just mentally, physically, all of the things. You guys are so nice to ask. And if we're being totally honest, this past week was rough. I was going through it, and a lot of it is just stress related. I've said this in past videos, and it's not something I'm embarrassed about by any means, but I ended up in a job in a completely different field than anything that I've ever studied before. And on top of that, it's my first job post-grad, and of course I've had 3 other internships, so you'd think I'd be kind of used to this entire lifestyle, I suppose, but it's difficult. And I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this, and hopefully me saying this will kind of normalize some of your feelings, but this week was really tough. I find that it got better towards the end of the week, and it definitely helps to have a strong support system, both in like my family and my friends, and also within my company. It feels really nice to have people who care, and the second you realize that there are so many people around you who do care, it makes everything feel a bit more manageable. Other than that, you know, I'm happy. I can't really complain about anything. I'm alive, I'm healthy, I have a beautiful roof over my head, and things in my life are progressing for the first time in a while, so I can't complain. The next question that everybody seems to want to know the answer to is, when am I moving to New York City? Let's talk about it. Honestly, if you asked me the beginning of the year, my answer was hopefully by November. And then as each month goes by, my timeline seems, I can't speak English today, my timeline seems to be getting pushed forward. So now at this point, there is a very large possibility that I am moving into the city early June, which is kind of terrifying because I feel wildly unprepared, but I think it's time. I really do. And obviously it's sad because that'll require me moving out of my childhood home and leaving my parents, which will invoke a lot of tears, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm 22, almost 23 years old, and I think it's time for me to just, you know, start living my life in the early 20s. And because I'm vaccinated now, it just feels a lot more possible to be doing so. So yeah, I guess the answer is early June, but that seems to be up for debate pretty much every single day. So I'll keep you guys posted and we'll see how it goes. I kind of just answered this, but I think it's good to touch on again, even though it's something that will probably come up in the future quite often. And it's, how am I feeling when it comes to moving out? I am feeling kind of neutral, I guess. Or maybe neutral isn't the right word. It definitely depends on the day. Like sometimes I wake up and I think about it and I'm like, holy shit, I'm ready. Like I want that life right now. Especially when I see like YouTube videos of people moving in and Instagram pictures of people living in the city. I want to live that life right now. But then I think about how lucky I am to have such supportive parents and live in this house in such harmony most times. And it makes me sad because I love this life. But I don't know, I think everything is gonna happen in the timing that it's supposed to happen. I don't wanna push anything or rush anything. I'm just trying to enjoy the now. My mother, on the other hand, can't stop crying. She's gonna be watching this and she might even be able to hear me right now. Every time I bring up moving out, she starts crying. So it's gonna be an interesting experience to say the least. Carrying on with the New York City questions, a lot of you guys have been asking if I've toured any apartments recently. And it's very funny that you ask because the day that I'm filming this video right now, I'm actually touring my first unit with my future roommates, which is crazy. And like I said, I'm vlogging today, so have no need to fear. You guys will see this footage very, very soon. But yes, I'm starting to tour right now and I'm already learning a lot and I haven't even viewed my first apartment yet. Like it's crazy how quick of a turnaround there is with New York real estate. It's kind of overwhelming, but it's gonna be fun. And then when it comes to neighborhoods that we're trying to live in, I think this is honestly gonna be something that's really interesting to look back on because who knows what's gonna be thrown in front of us. But as for neighborhoods, in an ideal world, like if I were to close my eyes, picture my ideal first apartment, it's in the West Village. Now, is the West Village one of the most expensive areas in the city? My earring? Hello? That was odd. How did that even happen? Okay, like I was saying, is the West Village one of the most expensive areas in the city right now? Yes. So will that be entirely possible? I'm not really sure. We've seen some really promising units in the West Village as of right now, but of course, like I said, they're going like crazy. So we haven't even been able to tour one quite yet because people have just been snagging them up left and right. But honestly, I'm more than willing to tour units in Chelsea, Greenwich Village, Soho, maybe even Lower East Side, although the commute would be a little difficult. I don't know, I'm kind of open to anything. Honestly, like I said, anything that gets thrown in front of me, I'll take it because I think it's meant to be at that point. All right, kind of straying away from the New York questions, I get comments on the daily about my vacation vlogs. Sometimes I think you guys miss them more than I do, and that's really hard because I miss vacationing and making vacation vlogs so much. They're probably my favorite content to produce, and a lot of you guys have been asking what the next vacation I'll be going on is and if I'll be vlogging it and all that stuff. So it's really hard to tell when leisurely travel is going to become a thing again. Of course, with vaccine rollouts, it seems a little bit more possible, but who knows when it's going to become a more acceptable thing, for lack of a better word. Hopefully by the end of the year, that would be fantastic. But whenever this time comes where we can leisurely travel, I would love to go back to Italy with my family. I think that would be incredible. A family trip to Italy would definitely be a lot different than my study abroad trip to Italy. We'd probably live a little bit differently. And I just think that would be really, really special because my parents have been separately as a young couple way before my brother and I were even in the picture. And I've been on my own when I was studying abroad, but it would be really nice to be able to go together. So hopefully that's our first trip, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna be happening for a bit because that's also international travel. So like domestic travel, I wanna go back to California. I love California, and you guys know that. Hot girl summer is upon us. You know it, I know it, we both know it. It's gonna be a really fun summer, especially because now everyone's vaccinated. I just have high hopes, you have no idea. And it's honestly like, it's a really exciting time to be single, honestly. So I am looking forward to it. And one of you guys asked me, I thought it was so funny, what my plans are for hot girl summer, if I have anything that I'm looking forward to. And I definitely do. So, like I said, there is a possibility that I'll be living in the city this summer, which is insane, which means I'll be splitting my time between the city and the Hamptons, which the fact that that sentence even just came out of my mouth is ridiculous. I feel very, very lucky, but that's already something to look forward to. My birthday is definitely something that I always look forward to because my birthday shares a weekend with 4th of July. So ideally, I would love to be able to do something with like a whole group of my friends at my house in the Hamptons and just like have a weekend and just go at it. That would be so cool. And I'm also planning on getting my lips done. We'll talk about that later. I really hate to cut this video short because I love chatting with you guys, but I do have a train to catch, so I'm gonna have to sign off for now. But I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate your constant communication and how active you guys are on my Instagram and in my comments. Please keep that up because talking to you guys makes my entire world. Honestly, you are some of my favorite people ever, and just your support means the world to me. So thank you, and I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments of this video, and I'll talk to you very soon in my next one. Bye.